The resolution reads as follows. Whereas Dr. William H. Kinavey has made outstanding contributions to the Still Valley School District. And whereas Dr. Kinavey has made a commitment to serving the students of Still Valley School District for 31 years. And whereas Dr. Kinavey has served as superintendent of the Still Valley School District for 6 years, assistant superintendent for 3 years, and 5 years in other administrative capacities in the school district. And whereas Dr. Kinavey has served 15 years as a teacher of science, computer science, and social studies in the Homestead Middle School, Woodlock Middle School, and Still Valley High School. And whereas Dr. Kinavey has served the school district with honor, humility, and integrity. Be it resolved, and by these presents, it is hereby resolved by the Board of School Directors of the Still Valley School District that 1. It is in the public interest to commend as a distinguished administrator persons who have rendered distinguished services to, shown special concern for, or demonstrated particular commitment to our district and our community. 2. The superintendent or any member of the Board of School Directors may from time to time nominate an administrator who, because of his or her conspicuous service to our school community, deserves special acclamation as a distinguished administrator. Any person so nominated shall be declared a distinguished administrator only upon affirmative vote of a majority of all members of the Board of School Directors. 4. The person honored as a distinguished administrator shall be awarded an appropriate commemoration of such achievement and shall be publicly acclaimed for their service by the Board of School Directors. 5. Dr. William H. Kinavey has exhibited a special concern and demonstrated a strong commitment to the people and students of the Still Valley School District. He is hereby proclaimed a distinguished administrator. 6. In honor and recognition of his distinguished service to the staff, students, and citizens of Still Valley, the Distinguished Administrator plaque is presented to Dr. William H. Kinavey. 7. In honor of his dedication to the education of the children of the Still Valley School District, a shelf of books will be placed into the senior high school library in his honor. 8. The Board of School Directors is hereby empowered and authorized to take all steps necessary to commend and acknowledge publicly the distinguished service and contributions of Dr. William H. Kinavey, and is hereby directed to take all steps necessary to share with our community his achievement, commitment, and contribution on behalf of public education, both in this Commonwealth and within this school district. 9. The Secretary of the Board of School Directors of Still Valley School District shall cause a certified copy of this resolution to be delivered to the said Dr. William Kinavey, and to cause it to be spread upon the minutes of the Board of School Directors of the Still Valley School District in perpetuity and perpetual recognition of his positive school and community relations. Done this 24th day of July 2012 by the Board of School Directors of the Still Valley School District in the Borough of Mount County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Second, was there a second?
I made the motion.
Okay, I'll make a second. Second.
I would say comments before the vote.
Part of my prepared speech, Johnny already said so. 38 years ago, Dr. William H. Kinavey, who grew up in Munhall, began his educational career at Still Valley. While he taught those 15 years, he also coached several sports throughout the district. On behalf of the Still Valley Board of Directors, staff, students, and our 3 borough officials, residents, and friends, we want to thank you and honor you with this plaque for dedicating 31 years to us. I'm not really good at it. You have shown such compassion to all the students that have come into Still Valley. You spent countless hours not only on the job, but attending just about every activity event that our students participated in. No matter what, you always showed such professionalism. 2 things I'll always remember are, one that I'll teach you about, being at the A field for a football game and seeing Dr. Kinavey on the field holding the sticks while dressed in a suit. And on a more serious note, his advice that he always gave was, follow your heart. Follow your heart. And I just wanted to recognize Sue Ballas and Kim Watkins they came up with the plaque, and without the two of them putting this together. So thank you.
I'd like to make a comment. Dr. Kinavey, I just want to wish you, your family, nothing but the best of health, happiness, and enjoy your retirement. Thank you for all that you've done.
I've also enjoyed my time with Dr. K. 16 years on the board. He's been a true Christian and a very good person. I'm talking to a Christian. Just a good person, and I really enjoyed knowing him, and can happy to say he's a friend of mine.
And I'll just say that I think I met Dr. Kinavey. He wasn't Dr. Kinavey, he was Mr. Kinavey in my science class, so he's kind of old. He was kind of mean to me. We're all saying nice things about him, but I remember I didn't turn my homework in. But it was a joy having him as a teacher to see, as I came back to the Valley, that he had progressed and moved on in the district, and so I appreciate that, and just have a good retirement.
Better person because he was mean to you.
That's right, he was mean to me, he made me what I am now.
Thank you very much.
I would also like to congratulate you on your retirement and wish you the best in years. I'd also like to say that I always remembered, I know I mentioned this once before when you coached my daughter, and I kind of ran out onto the field because onto the basketball court because I didn't like a call that was made. You never yelled at me, so I really appreciated that. So, and I'd also like to say, the books being placed in will be Civil War books, because we know you're passionate about Civil War. So that's those words.
Thank you very much. I'm honored to be the superintendent for 6 years. I'm humbled by this tonight. My son is here, and my 3 sisters, and my brother-in-law. So, stand up, Matt. That's my son, Matt. My sister, Patty, Davey, Loretta, my sister-in-law, Dawn, and Tom, and my brother-in-law, Bob. My wife couldn't be here because she's a lot younger than me, and she has to continue to work. She couldn't get off work. But one thing I will say, I mean, I enjoyed working here. I love this town. I like to see everyone continue with 2 things. Everyone show a little more compassion with each other. And the second thing I'd say is try to get along with each other, because in the end, each other's all we have. For the last 2 weeks, I worked with Mr. Weir. I can tell you this, any doubts that you may have about his background should be easily erased by now. I am overly impressed by